Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the brick.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now movement already, so a flag down here on our very first play. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. To throw on the first play, McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Vikings had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
On first down, Sampson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kene Nwangu, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think you're earning yourself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want them to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To the air with McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with McCarthy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, 15-0 here in the 1st quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 25 yards that time.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He lets one go deep for Addison. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Another run now for Nwangu. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
McCarthy off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep.
That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes 3rd down at 7. Looking to throw. Sanders. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jones is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
To throw is Sanders. To throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Sanders looking to throw on 2nd down. A quick slant to Hill. Through the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are pouring it on. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Back to throw. Sanders. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. McCarthy to throw on 2nd down. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Now McCarthy throwing on 1st down. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
McCarthy to throw on 1st and 10. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Here's McCarthy. He'll fire deep, looking for more. Touchdown! Rondale Moore. His 1st touchdown on the year. A bit closer to try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The Browns drive about to get started. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And going deep for Hill. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Tyreek Hill with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Browns have got it on cruise control. Looking to throw. Sanders. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the return will be